Hi, my name is Dennis Greenaway. I'm here representing a company called Atacama who make HiFi furniture and Apollo furniture. We're here to show the range of products that are available to our customers in the UK. We've won a lot of awards and there's a lot of special features that are built into our products. We also represent a couple of other companies as well. We're the UK distributor for Nordost, and we also have the rights to sell the LS3 5A loudspeaker that's made in Oxford, just 50 miles up the road from here. I hope you enjoy the video of the products that we have here today, and hopefully one day you'll come along to one of the next HiFi live shows being run by this excellent magazine. Thank you very much.
Oh, can you just quickly talk us through the range of products that are on display here, please? Because they're really nice.
We mainly specialise in HiFi furniture. We use bamboo as the main material.
Why do you use bamboo, please?
We use bamboo because it's a very stable material, unlike natural woods where you can get a variation in density. So if you imagine an oak tree, depending on its age, will have a different density. With bamboo, it's a processed wood, so you get a consistency of performance. You still get aesthetic variation because it's a natural material, but the sonic benefits of bamboo are very well documented, and it's done us really well when it comes to when magazines get the chance to review our products, and as you can see, we've won a lot of awards with them.
I've got to be honest, my experience of them have been very strong performance. I've really liked the effects of them and stuff. Obviously, you're talking about a new eco range there. What is that, please?
The actual eco part of the bamboo, because bamboo is basically a grass rather than a tree, it grows very quickly. To get to the size of an oak tree, it takes 7 years.
Okay.
And of course, when you do cut down a bamboo tree, it keeps growing. So there's a lot of ecological benefits. You don't need any pesticides, herbicides, fungicides or anything else for its growth. Also, again, because it's such a fast growing material, it takes a lot of the nasty chemicals out the atmosphere. So there's a lot of benefits that way, and consequently most of the bamboo furniture is carbon neutral, even allowing for the manufacturing processes, hence the reason it's called eco. So we do a range of speaker stands as well. They match the furniture, and recently we launched the Apollo brand, which you're looking at now, which is a solid oak rack. Because although bamboo is an excellent material, it's not for everybody. Aesthetically, it may be that you've got oak in the other rooms of your house. So we launched the Apollo brand to help customers looking for that kind of look to their product. And again, we've tried to keep the material as ecologically sound as possible, so it's made of blocks, and we source all the components as much as we can locally.
Just quickly, obviously, I've just noticed Atabites tubs of those on the floor, which can you just tell us what Atabites are?
Yeah, Atabites basically it's a filler. Our speaker stands are supplied empty, and then what you can do is you pour the Atabites into the columns. They're small micro discs. They're made of steel and they're zinc coated, and by putting the amount of Atabites into the tubes of the speaker stand, you can affect the way the speaker is being supported on it. You can affect how it sounds. So as a general rule of thumb, the more Atabites you put in, the bassier the sound gets. But if you overfill, you can just take out the detail. So it's a required amount of tuning involved. As a general rule of thumb, half to 2/3 full does the job quite nicely.
So just quickly, for an average customer with an average pair, I appreciate there's different sizes of stands and stuff like that, but for an average customer with an average set of speaker stands, how many tubs do they need to buy?
Generally one tub is enough for the most. I mean, the most popular speaker stand we do is the award-winning Mosico speaker stand. There's a picture of it behind you on the wall, and we're using a pair in our Nordost demo room. That would retail in the UK for around £120. A couple of Atabites for about £30, and you've got an excellent pair of speaker stands, and they've won every Best Speaker Stand Award since 2014 till now, so 3 years running.
So a really strong performer for a really reasonable price, £150, give or take. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and they're made in the UK.
Okay, that's even better. Just one more thing, I've just noticed that over the back there, it's like a funny contraption. I just wonder what that is. I just got to ask you about that.
There's a lot of technology inside our racks, and of course most of it's hidden. People can sometimes think it's just a piece of bamboo with 4 legs. Inside an Evoke Special Edition rack, you've got things like mechanically. First of all, it's got vectored resonance channels that put into the underneath of the bamboo. You can see you bed it on this banner, So underneath here you've got those channels. Those channels are designed to transfer mechanical energy to the top cap of the stand. Then the cleverest things start happening. What we're trying to do is get the mechanical resonance out of the rack. So that travels down a stud that goes down the full length of the leg. Now obviously you can't see that when the leg's assembled. So we've done a little cutout here, so you can see the stud that runs down the full length of the leg. So when that's in place in the rack, your piece of equipment is sitting on top of here. Obviously it's got 240 volts going into the thing, so it's going to resonate. That mechanical resonance goes into the wood. The vectored resonance channels, because they're at a 90-degree, transfer that energy sideways. Okay. That goes to the top cap, travels down the stud to the cap beneath it, all the way to the floor, a bit like a lightning conductor would do. So it gives an exit route for that energy. And we also put a little weight inside because we found different leg lengths resonate at different frequencies. There's so much energy going down there, you can actually tune the legs.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I've got to be honest, obviously I've been looking at HiFi stands for years and I never knew that anything like that was inside them. So what a great demo, because honestly I thought it was just literally solid legs or just milled out legs and stuff like that. I had no idea it's that much thought process has gone into the stands.
I mean, even in the aluminium cups we put little dampening gaskets.
Okay.
See with these little black discs, that dampens the top cap. There's an isolation disc because the bamboo would sit in the middle here. Okay. So that stops any mechanical resonance going to the outer collar. Yeah. And then on the lower spike there's another ring. You can see that there. So when you put the cover over, that stops that outer collar ringing. If you imagine running your finger around a wine glass and then holding it with your hand, it stops ringing. Yeah. That's basically what that inner side rubber seal does.
Totally. So it's basically stopping the actual columns ringing as much as you're draining energy out as well. So to allow transfer through.
Yeah, so you do get people asking why don't you fill the columns.
Yeah, okay.
But if you did that, that energy would then go sideways. We don't want to do that, we want the energy to go down and out of the way. The tuning weight that we put in is a frostrum shape. Again, that's designed to transfer energy down rather than up. And that's made of bronze and it's nickel coated because that slows that energy down. Okay. It's a more denser material. What we also did with this one, you've got a standard spike, which you see on most speaker stones, not just Atacama, which is that size. This uses a cone, which is shallower, it's made of bronze, and it's got a slightly larger surface area because we found with that one, we were putting so much energy using this bamboo that it was actually acting as a dam. So that energy couldn't physically get out, so we had to change over to the cone, and that allows that a bronze cone, which allows that energy to transfer much more freely. So there's a lot going on inside one of these racks. It's not just a piece of oak or bamboo with four legs.
I'll be honest, I would never have known any of that had I not walked in here this morning. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.